Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This time we have President Joe Biden up against former President Donald Trump right after he got indicted a few days ago. So let's head right into this. I think the indictment overall, it's not going to help Trump in a general election. I don't think it's going to convince anybody. I mean, what if he's actually found guilty of that crime? I don't think that's going to sway voters over being guilty of something like that. It'll only help him in a primary, and we're seeing that primary poll bump, but it's not going to help him in a general election. I don't think normal, moderate voters seeing Trump being convicted of a crime is going to be like, it's an outrage if he did, in fact, commit that crime. I don't think it's going to really help him in a general election setting at all. But let's start off with these safe Democratic states. So, Colorado, I think it's going to be pretty fairly safe Democratic against Trump. Same with New Mexico. I don't really think he'll have that good appeal with Latinos to make these states likely again. Alaska, it's definitely going to go down to likely. It's just trending more and more Democratic. Trump probably only wins the state by like 8 points, I would say. Iowa and Ohio, again, he'll probably win it by about 8 points each of these states. Pretty much the same coalition as last time. Let's see here. The state of Maine, it's actually going to go to the safe Democratic column, honestly, while Maine's second. It's just going to be a lean Republican margin. I do think it's just going to be trending more and more Democratic as well. New Hampshire, again, I don't think Trump will have the best odds at winning in New Hampshire. They don't really like him that well in the first place. Minnesota, again, I just don't think he'll make enough significant inroads in the state of Minnesota to make it go to lean. Nebraska second as well. It's probably going to be a likely district. I don't think Trump's going to win it over. It's in a Democratic trending area as well. Nebraska's first district. That's an interesting one. Let me look back at my house map for that one, because I want to see how much Trump won it. That like boundary line. I'd have to zoom in on Nebraska for that. Where is Nebraska? There it is. How much Trump won it by? 11.1%. Honestly, I think we're going to see it go down to likely, just because it's a growing district. There's a lot of suburbs there. I do think we're going to see it go to likely Republican. So that's one thing you're going to see if it's Trump as the nominee. The state of Florida, again, it's Trump's home state. I do think he's quite favored to win in the state of Florida. I just don't think Biden's going to really seriously contest the state either after seeing how in 2022 it was safe red. Next few states. The state of Texas, it's just barely lean. I think it could possibly go to likely even, but I think Trump loses or wins this state by 4.5%. So it's almost likely, but it misses it out by 0.5%. Virginia, I think it's also going to be a likely state. Biden probably wins the state by about 8 points against Donald Trump. I could see Biden's margin in the state of Virginia go down just a tiny bit because of his approval rating there is not the greatest. But these next two states, the state of Arizona and Nevada, I think both these states go to Biden by about a lean margin. I don't think Trump's going to have a real shot at winning Arizona, especially all those moderate voters and the Democratic trends. And in Nevada, again, Republicans weren't able to win when they had such a huge turnout advantage against the Democrats in 2022. So I just don't think Trump's going to be able to win the state of Nevada either. Okay, and now we're just down to a few more states. So we'll start off with Georgia. Again, moderates in Georgia just have a hatred of Donald Trump, so I don't think he's favored to win the state either. And with the Democratic trifecta in Michigan, I think the Democrats are pretty well set up to win the state of Michigan. Same with Pennsylvania. I think Biden will probably win the state by about 2 points against Donald Trump. And the state of Wisconsin, with that indictment, I think it shifts Wisconsin from tilt Democratic to lean at this point. I think more moderate voters are just going to be disapproving of Trump because of that indictment. And the state of North Carolina, I do expect Biden to probably win the popular vote by about 5% in this scenario. So I do think North Carolina's going to narrowly flip due to that. It was a very close state last time in 2020. And with Biden doing a bit better than he did last time, I do think he'll be able to flip North Carolina narrowly to his column. Because at this point, Trump has just damaged goods to moderate voters. He's not going to win them over anymore. The Republicans have to run a new face if they want a chance at winning in 2024. And I'll see you guys in the next video.